Welcome to Bloom with Tina and Kelsey. Are you ready to ignite your inner power and blossom into your fullest self? We're more than a podcast. We're a vibrant community dedicated to empowering women to be true to themselves. Join us each week as we explore the transformative journeys of courageous individuals who have dared to challenge the norm and forge their own paths to happiness. Together, we celebrate the remarkable courage, growth, resilience, and authentic positivity that fuels every bloom. If you're looking to spark your passion, embrace your growth, and nurture your soul, you've come to the right place. Tune in and get ready for an incredible episode that will empower you to flourish. Let's bloom together.
Let's talk about inner child.
Inner child.
So,
Your inner child?
yeah. So this came up in one of the classes we did over the weekend or last week, whatever, where one of the classes I did, we got to paint. We got out watercolors. It was so fun. I love watercolors, Tina.
Okay.
Somebody was commenting how they could just see my inner child coming out when I was doing this project. Yeah. And I think I knew that was happening, but I didn't name it that, but I could feel it. It's like an energy you can feel of you feel like a kid again,
Oh, okay.
you know?
Mm-hmm.
When you're doing the things that you love to do as a kid. And we've talked about this with the podcast even, that, when I was a kid, my friend and I would record ourselves like we were radio show hosts or something.
Right.
But not about current events, about ancient Mayan civilizations, and we were creating this radio show, which is a podcast now, right?
Yeah,
that's what a podcast is.
We are definitely not a radio talk show host.
But these things didn't exist. It's just wild. But anyway, I feel like I get that kind of childlike vibe, even just from doing this podcast and from getting out watercolors. So I want to know what you do, Tina, that helps bring out your inner child.
Let's talk more about you, Kelsey.
Why? I feel like we talk about me in this all the time.
No. My inner child, let's see. I remember when we were building our house, my mom and dad's house. When they were building their house, I was 5 years old. And I remember going into the yard and having to pick up stones and in the dirt
Yeah.
and stuff like that. For some reason that came up. Don't ask me why, if that's an inner child thing or whatever, but
Yeah.
but that and playing in the sandbox, and I don't know, I just love pulling weeds and
Getting your hands dirty.
yeah.
Yeah. I love that.
Is that weird?
That's not weird at all.
Okay.
No.
I don't know. For some reason, that's the thing that comes up to me is
No, it's not
is
weird at all.
is being 5 years old and having to pick up those stones and rocks in our yard because, Dad was going to plant grass and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But we all had to go into the front yard and pick up all the stones.
Yeah.
And then Mom and Dad also had a huge garden. And then we had to pull weeds. And I also remember as a kid going across to, it was Wiley Wilhelm's orchard and helping them pick potatoes.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because they had all these rows of potato plants
Mm-hmm.
and we had to pick up the potatoes. So I think they're dug up, right? Underground.
Yeah.
And then we had a bucket and we'd pick up potatoes.
Yeah.
I remember doing that as a kid.
That's cool.
And I remember when my dad and mom bought another, I don't know how many acres it is beside our house, but I remember having to go down the rows of corn and pull weeds, or if they had soybeans at the time, but go in there and pulling weeds
Mm-hmm.
in there. I don't know. It was just fun.
Yeah. No, I love that. And you have a garden now. You have gardens.
Yes.
Right?
I have raised beds because
Yeah.
I'm afraid the squirrels, chipmunks, and
Yeah.
are going to eat it. So I have raised beds.
Yeah. And you love
I
it.
love it. Yes.
Do you feel like it brings out that, like, childlike energy in you when you're in there, or
I do. And I
yeah.
love pulling weeds. You know what I did? Okay, this is really weird. You know what I did the other day after it rained? And
What'd
it
you
was
do?
like 9:30, 10 o'clock at night. I turned on my light on my phone and I went outside looking for worms.
I
I
love that.
I did. I went outside looking for like night crawlers
That's
so I
awesome.
could take and put into a container and use them for fishing.
That's amazing.
I know.
I love that.
I know, but I didn't find
You didn't
any.
find any?
I didn't find any. And then I was
Wow.
trying to remember, how did we used to do it as kids? I think we just had flashlights and went in the yard.
Yeah.
And I don't know if we like saw them in the grass or what, but, or just on the sidewalk or whatever. But I even went on the road.
So, did you
Looking.
fish a lot as a kid?
Yeah. Yeah. My dad took all of us 6 kids and we'd go to this reservoir in Miller City
Okay.
and we'd all have our fishing pole and all dad would do is go back and forth to each kid to get another worm on the line or get this net pulled out or put another hook on because the fish ate it or whatever, and
Yeah.
all he did was go back and forth to each kid all that whole entire night putting worms on or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't remember catching a lot of fish, but I remember going there, and I remember going, I think, to a reservoir in Finley for some reason. I don't
Oh.
know what it was, but I remember doing that. And then in the summers, my Uncle Jerry and Helen had a lake place. And I think it was either on Long Lake, I believe, near
Okay.
Angola.
Yeah.
But for vacation, we would go there and they would let us stay there and we would go fishing and we would go boating and it was so fun at their place,
Yeah.
at their lake house.
Right? Okay, so now that you're bringing this up though, like,
Yeah.
I feel like that's when I have seen your inner child come out, is when we were at your lake house
Yeah.
and we went fishing.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
that's the thing.
Yes. And if you don't know, I'm talking to the listeners right now.
Yeah.
I have a pink boat.
Yeah.
I painted this boat. It's a fishing boat that Jeff got me last year.
Yeah.
And it was great. It was painted like a royal blue color and it had a white stripe on the top. It looked great.
Yeah.
But you know what? I wanted it to be pink. And so I bought like a Barbie pink color and
Yeah.
I painted it pink. And it was the most empowering day I had. I turned on my motivation music and,
Yeah.
you can do anything, you can do everything type music.
Yeah.
And I painted and it was the best day of my life.
Yeah.
It
It's
was so
I
cool.
feel like that's one of those things
But
where, like, when you can hone into that inner child, but then as an adult be like, and now as an adult, I can have a little more freedom, more free will to do it the way I want to do it. Like,
Yeah.
that's you with the pink boat.
yes, it was so good.
Yeah.
So cool.
Yeah. And
And I'm so proud of that boat.
Yeah.
And I still don't have it named. So if anybody has any ideas, I don't know if I should call it like empowerment or bloom or I don't know.
Mhm.
I don't know what to call my pink boat. So anybody has any suggestions, let me know.
Yeah, we need a name
But
for the pink boat, but I don't think it's empowerment or bloom. It's something more unique.
yeah. Don't know.
Yeah.
But so that's a few examples of my inner
I
child.
love it. I love
And
it.
I think that's why I love fishing and I love gardening and pulling weeds and yeah, getting my hands dirty,
Yeah,
especially with the fish and the worms. And I mean, I do that.
I know
do
you
that.
do.
And I dissect those fish to eat. Jeff doesn't touch any of it. He has nothing to do with it. Even my kids. I wish my kids got into it more, but
Yeah.
oh well.
That's okay.
Yeah.
I love that for you. That's great.
And you love to color. You're very artsy.
I know. Jonathan asked me if I've always been artistic. And I'm like, I guess I feel artistic, but not like an artist. because I don't feel like I'm actually good, because I haven't like honed in on the skill and worked at it, but I enjoy it. And so I feel like I am artistic as in I can create things because it makes me happy.
Yeah.
Not that it turns out great, that's fine. That's not the important part for me, but I love doing it. I love the process of it. I love colors. That's why I love this watercolor thing, because watercolors are so fun to like blend together.
Mm-hmm.
And I love colored pencils because you can blend
do.
really well,
You do. You do.
you know? So that's super fun for me. And to your point of like, or I guess my point, to my point of taking the childlike things or the inner child, the things that bring out the inner child, and empowering ourselves with who we are today as adults and the control we have as adults, right? Like that's where the planner I think comes in for me of like, how can I bring my inner child into the things that I do every day as an adult? And I know I've talked about this before, but I'm going to talk about it again because maybe you haven't listened to all of our episodes.
I know. There's like over 80 of them now.
I started a paper planner again. And I say again because I didn't do it from like college through 2020 is when I started a paper planner again.
Wait, you did?
I did not.
You did not have?
I did not have a paper planner from college through 2020.
So,
We had the internet when I was in college, Tina.
oh, that explains it. So
We had Google calendars and things.
okay, so that's what you used.
Yeah.
You know, that's interesting because you went back to the paper.
Yeah. And so
Why
I don't
did you
know.
just
So
do
I
that.
found it
Or-
because it started showing up on my Facebook, Passion Planner specifically, started showing up on my Facebook in 2020. And I just decided that I needed a way to document what was happening.
Okay.
I bought a planner and it literally started out with, this is what we heard on the news today. This is what we heard on the news today. And like, it was just recording what was happening. It wasn't really a planner. There was not much to plan when we were all at home in 2020.
Oh, that's
literally-
right.
It was literally documenting what was going on is how I was using it when I first bought it.
And that was the COVID.
It was COVID. Yes.
And do you know what I was doing with the COVID information?
I mean, you were in the hospitals.
Well, yes, I was in the hospitals, but no, I'm such a data girl. I'm so weird. But I was recording and keeping track, and I actually made a graph, okay, of the numbers, the number of deaths in Lucas County. I had the numbers of deaths in the state, the number of deaths in the United States. And it was, seriously, I had all of that data. That's what I
Yeah.
was doing. I was keeping track
Yeah.
of numbers.
Yeah.
And it was astonishing.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
I'm such a data girl. But anyway,
Yeah. So that's when that's when I started
oh my goodness.
with a paper planner again.
Right.
And so there was like a Facebook community group for Passion Planner, and they were all like decorating their planners and stuff. And I'm like, oh, this kind of looks fun. And when we were all at home, like we needed a way to bring fun into our lives. Right.
Oh,
And so that's what I did. And so I just got into like the planners with the washi tape and the stickers and the colors, and it just became a whole thing. And then I've been doing it ever since. So for 6 years now. And it's fun. So like I have basically a Sunday ritual where I like sit down and I get out my planner.
okay.
Okay.
So I'm going to hold it up. It's pink. I love the color. And I think it is leather.
They have different,
No,
they have
but
different
it
colors.
smells good.
Um,
Anyway.
But I get it out and I open up to the week. It's a weekly. Is the one that I use. And I start with stickers and washi tape. I feel the vibe of the week. I start there. And then I get out, I've got a big plastic bin with all kinds of washi tape, stickers, markers. And I decide what energy I'm bringing into my week. And so I choose my washi tape and which sticker page I want to use based on the energy I'm trying to bring into the week or the energy I'm feeling that week.
Explain
Washi tape?
washi tape.
It's super thin tape that's more for decoration than
Okay.
for actually taping something together. It's decorative tape.
Okay.
It was
And
really
it's
thin.
called washi tape?
Yeah.
Where do you get it?
I think
Like,
you can get it at most craft stores, like Hobby Lobby and
do they have it like at
Joann Fabrics.
Dollar General,
Maybe.
Target,
Maybe.
Kroger?
Maybe. I don't know.
Okay. I don't know.
You can get it off Amazon if you're an Amazon person, but
I'm not. Try not to be.
yeah. That's where a
That's-
lot of mine came from back in the day.
Okay.
So I decorate I feel what energy I'm trying to bring into the week or whatever energy I'm feeling that week. I decorate, and then I find the markers and the pens that will go with the stickers and the tape I've picked out, and I just block off the times and I color block it. And then okay, so I didn't do this last time, but usually I start by putting my me time at the beginning of every day and then my reset at the end of every day.
So your me time is, I see, 6 a.m. to 7 a.m. Do you get up that early?
Not in the summer,
Okay.
but I'm just so used to writing it at the top. During the school year, yes,
Okay.
that is definitely the time block during the school year, but this summer it's been more like 7 to 9.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So,
And
you know.
your me time is sitting out on the patio with your coffee.
oh, so this is funny. The other day, Jonathan needed me to take him to get his truck fixed, and he asked if I had any plans at 8 in the morning or before 8 in the morning, and I'm like, I mean, the same plans that I always have at 8 in the morning. He's like, so you'll be sitting on the patio drinking coffee? Yes, I'll be sitting on my patio drinking coffee.
Yes.
But I guess if you need me to take you to get the truck fixed, we can do that.
Sorry, honey. I have me time
Yeah, yeah.
at that time. I'm busy.
He actually did end up, I didn't end up taking him.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, he put his electric bike in the back of the truck, and then he dropped off his truck and e-biked to work,
Cool.
right?
There you go.
So that worked out.
That shows that he knows that
He
that me
respects.
time is important
Matters.
to you.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes. That's
Yes. And it was in Monclova. This is not like the one that's down the street.
good
where
job,
it's a truck.
Jonathan.
Yeah.
Good job.
Yeah. So usually those are the first things I put on there. And then I fill in the other parts of the calendar, like the time blocking and whatnot.
Yeah.
I do like a full solid color for the things that are like, these are set times of places I need to be or something I need to do. And then I write when it's a little more flexible without like color blocking it off. That just helps me visually see like this time is actually blocked off versus like, and you're going to do this thing in this window-ish.
Right.
I like doing it that way.
Right.
And then I kind of make blocks for the time that I see that's available to fill in with other things that I want or need to do that week. And then I make like lists on these pages as well.
I love that, number one, you put your time first.
Yeah.
And number two, you put also what your family's doing together. Right?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. And it's
your fun stuff with your family.
The hard thing does become when all the kids are going in different directions, which is not our experience right now, but it does become a thing during sports seasons.
Yeah.
So figuring out how to put that on here sometimes can be interesting, but it's fine as long as I know what's going on. I do think that having like the times blocked off also helps me see like last week. Oh, I didn't write it on there, but I did put it in our Google Calendar. I was like, Wednesday, we don't have anything going on, so we marked off family time on the Google Calendar. But I didn't write it in here. But yeah, you know, for fun stuff, it definitely matters as well.
If you've been thinking, I know I need to get my money more organized, I just don't know where to start, I made something for you. Download my free financial organizer, a simple tool that helps you map your net worth, monthly cash flow, and those once-a-year expenses we all tend to forget about. Grab it now at apricityfp.com. That's apricityfp.com.
But I'm a very visual person, so seeing it all, and the stickers and the washi tape, that's the inner child part. Like make it, it's an art project that I do every Sunday to kind of set the tone for my week.
Yeah.
You know?
And knowing you, Kelsey.
Yes, ma'am.
Because since I know you well.
Yes.
Like I mentioned at Ordinary Pioneer, is that this is a way that it keeps you organized and not overwhelmed.
Yes.
And it calms you
I know.
and it de-stresses you.
Yeah.
And
So there's Passion Planner has this space on the bottom too where I can make my lists. I'm very much a list person.
mhm.
So like that's super helpful. And then it's got an open space on one side where if like something pops in my head midweek and I don't want to forget it, I can write it down.
Hmm.
Uh,
I'm
Yeah.
gonna have to try that next year and do a weekly. I love it because it is time blockable.
Yeah.
You know, it has from 6 a.m. until how far? 10? Does it go?
It goes down to 10:30.
Ah,
Well, 11
that-
really. Yeah.
okay. So 6 a.m. to 11 p.m. That is what I need in my planner.
Yeah.
Because mine only goes until like 7 o'clock.
Oh, really?
And it's like, I need,
You need more time than that.
yeah.
Yours is down here. I really, really like being able to see my whole week
Yeah.
on one page.
So I use,
I like having the reset on Sunday.
right. I like yours. So it's got errands, priority, and top priority at the
Yeah.
bottom.
I don't use those, but you can. I use them just to make my own lists, whatever lists feel important at the
Yeah.
time. Sometimes it's client names of people I need to follow up with. Sometimes it's a to-do list.
Mhm.
I've often had like a work to-do list, a home to-do list, things like that.
And it has this week's focus, a place that says good things that happen for the week.
Mm-hmm.
See, that would be great for parents with little kids too, to write down those memories.
Yeah, you're in there.
Yeah, fun with Tina and Helena Wednesday night.
We went out for dinner.
I use the Daily Well, and this is designed by Kendra Cook, who I just messaged this week because her Daily Well, it's pretty thick and it's big, but it's a daily. Each page is daily.
And it only goes
And it's
for
for
6
six
months.
months. Yes. So I just ordered my next Daily Well for July to December.
So what'd you message her for?
Because I ordered it a couple weeks ago, and I don't have it yet, just to make sure that
Gotcha.
it's coming. But yes, it's on its way. So I'm very excited. So I'll be texting you and showing you pictures when I get my planner. For mine, it has, each day there's a saying, like actually let's get on today's and see what today's saying is. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step. And then it says start strong, and then it has an area where you can put what movement you did, fuel, like hydration, mind fuel, sacred pause, daily dose. So and she explains what all six of these categories are, so you know what you're talking about when it says fuel. And then it has from 5 a.m. until 7 p.m., like I said. And then there's a space for reflection and reset, list to get it done, area to write your quick thoughts, and an area to write your power moves for the day. So, but I don't decorate it as much as you do. Mine's pretty black and white.
Yeah.
But I could. But
But is that like, so we've had this conversation before though. That is like the thing that brings out my inner child. But as we've just talked about, for you, it's like digging in the dirt and playing and with your hands.
Yeah.
Like
yeah,
outside.
Yeah.
I don't know if that would have the same impact for you that it does for me.
yeah.
I think the challenge for the podcast episode today is find a way to bring out your inner child into your daily activities.
That is the good point for today.
Yeah. Of what that is for you. Like, what's the thing that brings out your inner child, and how can you incorporate that in to your daily life? I do. I like to doodle. I like to color. I have my coloring book with me too.
Oh, yes, your coloring book. Now, are you coloring a little bit each day?
I just color whenever I feel like it. I did
Wow.
get this one done.
Woo-wee. Look at that. And what benefits do you get when you color? How do you
It's just fun.
how do you feel?
It calms me, but also it's fun. It's not like meditation calms me, but this is calming and fun. It brings out my inner child. That's the thing, right? Like it makes it just it's that, and it brings out that energy. And it's so funny because this came up, and it's called the Shadow Work
I
Coloring
just
Book.
saw that.
And this came up when we were at that.
The shadow work. Oh my
Isn't
goodness.
that crazy? Yeah,
Wow.
because they've all got like these little sayings and things
Yeah.
for shadow work.
Stop. Find stillness. Relax.
Yeah.
Oh, so cool.
That is my coloring book. So find your thing, whatever it is for you,
Yeah.
that brings out that inner child, that joy.
And if you are unsure what that inner child is, give us a call. Talk to us about it.
Right.
Because I really had a hard time.
You did, until we started talking about it. And then I was like, that's it, Tina.
Yeah, it's playing in the dirt. Getting my fingers dirty.
And putting a worm on a hook.
That's right. Thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of Bloom with Tina and Kelsey. Your support truly means the world to us, and we're so grateful to have you as part of our blossoming community.
We hope you enjoyed this week's conversation and found inspiration in our discussions. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss an episode. And if you love what you hear, please consider leaving us a review. Your feedback helps us grow and reach more listeners like you.
Join us next week for another exciting episode filled with insights, laughter, and growth. We can't wait to share it with you.
Keep blooming and see you soon.